Good afternoon, my autistic viewers. Today, right now, it is July 28th, 4:40, and I'm assuming it's raining outside today. So it did say it was gonna start by 4, and it's already past 4. It's like an hour past, almost about to be like probably like quarter to 5. So pretty much it. So yeah, this is now day 6 of what's like as an autistic person. So for those of you who are like curious, or for those who are still brand new and not have a clue who I am, um, my name is Cristiano Shihu. Um, Funny part of my middle name is Jason, so that's pretty funny. Normally there's another person named Jason in this area, but who is a teacher. Um, yeah. And I was diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder at 3.5, and I had also a speech delay at 3, but I spoke few words about like between like mostly 4 for few words at the age of 4. By 5 and 6, I became like little bit verbal. But mostly when I was 6, I became completely verbal, like able to like at least talk more because I got speech early. But although viewers, I got a pretty long story short when I was like had a speech delay when I was like a baby back in the day. So we went to originally her office, the speech pathologist. Her office used to be in Union City, but then moved to Hasbrook Heights. Since I mean, it is closed down since, so I don't know if it's vacant still, or or somebody bought the place. I'm just like trying to like assume like pretty much with the older speech pathologist that I had when I was a baby. The next one I went to was in Cliffside Park, called physical therapy, I think, for professional physical therapy in Cliffside Park. And the bottom floor had a speech office, so we went there on the bottom, from the bottom floor of the garages. And yeah, I remember some people there, but I remember some people that were good, and my dad was talking to this nice Korean guy, and he had a son who's also on the spectrum, but I don't know, he's Korean. I don't know if he's Chinese, but yeah, it's been a while though. I gotta say, a while back. Like I'm telling you, viewers, it's been a while, but again, it's just pretty much I came a really long way, viewers. Like, since the start, we're talking like when I was like around 8, 9 years old, I first started to have ABA services with a therapist, like an actual ABA therapist. Mind you, before my older therapist came, the therapist I known, she knew me very well. Her name, I forgot to tell you this, viewers. I can't say the name due to personal reasons, and also the daughter's name, because the therapist also had a daughter too. I can't really say people's names here, because it's gonna spread too much information. That's TMI here. So, trying as best as I can without spreading too much of information. We do mostly know the channel here from there. I'm the autistic vlogger. That's why That's why I'm autistic, and I like doing vlogs. That's why I caused myself to be an autistic vlogger, or an autism king. But it doesn't have to be autism king. You can all just call me an autistic vlogger, because autism king is like What are you gonna do? Have an autistic queen for the life? Like, I mean, I'm not there yet per se, but I want to just able to like viewers one day in the near like future, a few months from now, when school starts again, the next school year, when I'm a 12th grader, because technically speaking, viewers, they told me I was like a 12th grade and a half because of lacking of credits. So I had to get the credits up. Oh, that's probably thunder. Oh crap. At least it wasn't as bad as before though. So like what I was saying here, viewers. Yeah, got my Dunkin' Latte. I literally got it from literally two of the Dunkin' Lattes from Dunkin' Donuts in Boulevardies in Guttenberg. It's faster from us, so it's like close by. It's local. It's not like further up more. So yeah. I mean, depending what you get, though, really, they might take a little bit longer, less longer. Look, I mostly get is just their lattes. I don't get much of their food type, really. Yeah. So yeah, um, now mind you, viewers, remember, viewers, the three levels of autism. Like, if you all are like questioning, what are the three levels of autism spectrum? Well, level 3 is severe autism, meaning you get intense help. Like, I'm gonna say this again, I don't want to repeat too much of it. Level 2 is moderate autism or mild autism, meaning like you get some help because of the either the aggression, the something. Level 1 is the calm level. Level 1 is high functioning autism, meaning you get less help. But you, depending on the severity, if you have like anxiety problems, depression leads to those type, but you're still to level 1. Like how I am, level 1. But I'm just a notch below, like a little notch from there. But I do make videos. I started making videos at 14. Like, that was a big accomplishment for myself. I do miss that old times where it's like, where I used to call myself, yeah, Christian guy for sure. But it was, I didn't like that name as much, but it was like so catchy to the point where people were just like having a really it clicked well with the name of YouTube. Now it's known as the Autistic Vlogger. Viewers, I could change like the username, like the @ part of it, the bottom part, not the upper part, the bottom, so it can be fair enough for you all. So it'll be more like more like a vibe. Yeah. So, but yeah. And also, viewers, for those who question, so if you're on the spectrum, what about your family? Well, here's where it gets a little bit confusing with my family on my end, because it basically runs in the family sort of, but my mom's side only deals with depression and anxiety and major anxiety. Dad's side maybe mostly like deals with other severities, but they don't show it because they're from Europe. So, uh, but I'll tell you, like, here's the pros and cons between New York and New Jersey, viewers. New Jersey is basically a place, like a town, like here you get more variety of help, you get more of speech, psychologists if they are specialized on the spectrum and trained, ABA services for kids who need to have control of their behavior, or CBT, where you can talk to, and express your feelings by like drawing, and like it's kind of like art therapy, basically. Art therapy, I call it. But New York, on the other hand, though, that's where it gets a little complicated, because my dad's cousin, his name is Ben, but they call him Bebby, and his wife Mita, and her cute little son Teddy. One child only they have, Teddy. So now, mind you, I can't really say too much about them because like this baby's only the kid named Teddy's like only 2. He's gonna be 3 years old soon. So I honestly doubt he maybe be like me or something one day. That'd be the most ideal thing. I would have just shared this on YouTube. Like if he was here right now, viewers, I would have showed you how the difference is. But not right now, basically. Of course not. Like, wait for when the time is right. Like if they're comfortable enough, because like depending on Teddy really. And mind you, Teddy may have a tough time of hearing. I honestly feel bad for this kid because he's only a toddler and he has a tough time of hearing and he can't respond, not even a single word. Maybe he might moan some noises, but pretty much it. Like, I don't know. I'm the only one who's like high functioning, but I do YouTube. That's why the reason why I do YouTube is because to show that it's not you people are not the only one that are doing YouTube and doing all this mental health thing and like clinical stuff, medical stuff. I'm the one too, because like, and school issues also. So it's like even here. Okay, saw a flash, but I don't want to find out and don't want to get electrocuted. Oh shoot, that wasn't good. But I don't really care 2 shits. Anyway, but yeah. So if you all like really are real viewers, to be honest, for my future career, like when I do aside from YouTube, I really want to be like a behavioral tech. But here's the kicker. How could you be a behavioral tech if you can't communicate? Which is why the speech and ABA come to play together and play the role to help the autistic vlogger, or my name personally, obviously, to get me where I want to be. Because, like, to be honest, viewers, like, when I was starting off YouTube here recently, I had a tough time with communication. I didn't communicate that much. All I did was repeat it, like, few words, and it's tough for me because I get stuck with my, like, anxiety and all that. It was tough in the beginning, but now I'm just like, whatever, it's just a video I'm doing. It's just, you see me right here, you see everything in the background, you see all the other stuff, and like this here too, I got all that. So yeah, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more of my videos. Trust me, viewers, by August, I need to hold that thought right there, because I was supposed to have like a session on August 10th to resume the other sessions aside from the sessions I do Wednesday and Thursday. I might, like, viewers, by the time when August comes and on the 10th, I might change the description a little bit with my uploading schedule. Yeah, pretty much. Because it's going to get a little complicated. But trust me, viewers, if you're all on the same page with me, I'll be all on the same page with you all. So we would agree with each other, viewers, and you would agree with this YouTuber or creator, because I'm technically on the spectrum. So, but yeah, one day, viewers, later in the future, like, I plan this, to be honest, in my mind. recent, like a few months back. I want to do fundraisers where I can like able to support kids or give them, let's say, I don't know, any like type of food that's very good for their sensory, or a sensory tool toy, or whatever they need, you know? Like fundraisers. Like, yeah, pretty much. Heard something a little bit. But anyways, viewers, that's gonna be it for today's video. Yeah, this is gonna be it for today's video for day 6. Tomorrow is gonna be day 7. So be prepared, but I don't know. But yeah, be prepared. But I might have somebody coming over tomorrow. I don't know, to be exact, because the person might be busy doing stuff. So, but I would make the video tomorrow for day 7. So stay tuned. Okay? Yeah. Anyways, bye bye. Take care, you all, and stay tuned. Bye bye.